some of you may remember that we had somebody steal all the copper from the roof. So that particular somebody came back, or at least I believe they came back. So we're adding a couple of solar floodlights today, just to help deter, scare away people that shouldn't be around here. Now, I've ordered some extra ones, but for now I have this one that I found at home. So we're going to get that set up and see if that keeps them away. Now, there's nothing for them to really get from the inside. Almost everything has been taken out, and the floors are missing. So should they try to get in there, they'd fall right to the ground. But we all know criminals. I don't tend to stop them all the time. So we do this instead. Now, some of you might ask, well, Dean, why are you using a solar light instead of putting powered ones in? Or why don't you put up more cameras? Well, the answer is that we don't have any power here yet. So the power was disconnected from this building a real long time ago. And in order to get it connected, it's a long process. So for now, I've opted with these solar lights, as it seemed like the most efficient way to do things. Now, I'm also a black and yellow guy, so you're going to see that most of my poles are DeWalt, and that's mostly because I'm set up with their batteries, and it's just easier for me to use their products. So I'm just going to attach this up here. I think here should be okay. And we're using star shaped screws that are epoxy coated, as we're on the water here, and everything else rusts. Now there's a solar portion I also need to attach to this, which we'll do in just a second. Oh, it's a little bit chilly out here. It is January, so it's to be expected. At least it's not very windy. So let's get this. Better make sure we put it out in the right way. One goes in this side. Screws. Now, you are supposed to have 3 points of contact on the ladder, but not always feasible. That's interesting. There's a piece of metal in the brickwork joint there. Okay, so this right here. What do you guys think? Think that's gonna light it up enough? Well, I think it'll certainly make them jump. Now, the reason we chose this location is because they broke this window here to get in, but there was no floor, so they couldn't get in. So now I just have to attach the solar panel. Now, I guess that needs to be south facing, so we'll try and attach it onto the roof somehow, because I have to replace that part anyway. Anyway, let me go grab that and we'll be back. Okay, so I got my solar panel and I'm going to attach it to the roof somehow. I have to go with a different screw. For some of you, you would have seen some of my other videos, and you know, we'll be doing videos on the inside and what we're doing and work. But these videos that we're doing like today are like my side quests. So they're just little videos that I'll be doing while I have to do some other bits and pieces, and I can get to chat to you guys a little bit, answer some of your questions, and I get to know you a little bit more, tell you a little bit more about me. Now, I am very new to this. I own a construction company, but this kind of internet thing where you're telling everybody about what you're doing is all quite new to me, but I do rather like it. I enjoy sharing my time, and you know, sometimes you might pick something up along the way that I like. Correct me on things that I'm doing wrong, give me ideas, because this whole restoration project, while it's has somewhat of an organization to it, we're kind of just doing things as we go. So I appreciate other people's input, and I always have time to listen to good ideas. Oh, it's really cold today. Hands are freezing. Should really wear some gloves, but you know, I'm a typical British guy. We like to do things the hard way. So we're gonna. This seems firm. Okay. I'm not a fan of ladders. Typically, I would use scaffolding, but I don't have. You know, we have to set that up, and that's a whole kind of process. So we're just going to make this solar panel safe facing. So I think we can do it just kind of here, and we'll screw it in. Got some longer screws, but now we're not going to worry about sealant or anything on this one, simply because this whole roof has to be stripped and resheeted. Okay, I gotta get an extension bit, as they can't quite fit the drill in. A little bit of a pain, but okay. Oh. So I got my extension bit, adding Milwaukee products to my DeWalt tools, mix and match. I'm a DeWalt guy, but I don't mind some of the Milwaukee tools. And you know, I get whatever's on sale, because as contractors, we're not too keen on sticking to one brand loyally. Never really works out in the long run. Sorry if that was a little bit loud. I assume. Oh, look at that window. Oh, wow. Well, looks like we got lots of work to do on the outside here. Certainly on this south wall. A couple of pieces of wood missing. That's quite the gap in that window. I don't know if that window's moved in or... Anyway. I'm looking at a scissor lift. Hopefully I might be able to use. Make things a little bit easier here. But everything's so damn expensive. And since the theft, I'm not keen on bringing anything, leaving it here. Especially with not having power, because I can't really monitor it. Well, I do have a couple of LTE cameras around the house, which notify me when anyone comes near it. Okay, so that's attached. Right, the sun is over there. I think we'll just leave it pointing like this. How much cable do I need to run? Not very much. I wonder if I can just pull a few pieces out. focus as I can. I'd rather not have to undo the whole thing. Oh, yes, perfect. I can just pull it out. Okay. Looks pretty good there. We'll take one more piece. I'll leave that there. Give that another couple of twists. And they're all cold. Now, if you like these kinds of videos, let me know. I can do some more of them. Like I say, it'll just be my side quests and bits and pieces that I'm doing around. But since I'm here doing it anyway, I might as well share it with you. Oh. Okay, so we just have to plug this in, and then we'll be pretty well all done. Okay. Now this ladder is amazing. It extends all different ways. And I got it on sale. Where'd you plug in? There we go. Okay. I'm going to wrap it around this wire here just to keep it in place. And now we're plugged in. It's charging. I think we got it all set up right. And that's that. Okay. Well, that concludes today's vlog. And thank you for watching if you made it this far. And as always, have a great day. And don't work too hard.